we're alone, right? Okay, I've got 4 secret tips I want to share with you on how to make sure that your website makes an impact. Here we go. Number 1, make sure your website takes at least 10 seconds to load. I mean, seriously, and I know you've probably heard otherwise, but the reality is that the longer your website takes to load, all you're doing is building anticipation. You're creating excitement within the person that's come to visit your website as they think about what's going to be on that page when it loads. An added benefit is that it actually creates some nostalgia in people that, like me, are old enough to remember the days of the internet where you had to sit and wait for the page to load and watch in sections as it continued to load. Okay, number 2. When you build your website, get it right the first time and never change it. Never. Like, if you built your website back in 1992, it should still be the same website today. What that does is it creates trust in your website visitor because they know if you've been around a long time, obviously you're a good business and somebody that they want to do business with, because your website indicates that been around the block a time or two. Number 3, don't put any reviews on your website. That's just silly. Nobody wants to see what's on Google and Yelp and Zillow or any of these other places because they know where they can go find those on their own anyway. The reality is, actually, most people, there was a study, it's not a very well-known study, but there was a study that indicated that deep down inside, everybody really likes a good investigation. And so you want to let people investigate you on their own because then they feel a sense of pride when they determine that you're actually a good company to work with, and then they find out that they were right. Okay, and last, number 4. Don't waste any money on SEO or paid advertising. The real secret here is that because everybody is so focused these days on digital marketing and doing online like social media ads and stuff, the old styles of marketing, the tried and true styles of marketing, like your local radio station and the mile saver shopper or whatever you have in your area, the newspaper, those ads have gotten so cheap now. That's really where you get the best bang for your buck. Hopefully you guys could read through my sarcasm there. The reality here is that actually your website needs to load super fast, and most would say under 3 seconds, in order to ensure that people don't bounce out and head back to the search results or go to one of your competitor sites. The other thing is that your website, it gets old fast. The current industry standard recommendation says that you should be redesigning your website every 3 years at a minimum because technology, website technology, and design trends are changing at a rapid pace. And if you wait any longer than 3 years to redesign your website, then you're already behind. And as far as reviews are concerned, you need to put those on your website. You need to put as many of them on your website as you can. Did you know that a study actually indicated that over 80% of people view reviews on your website as being just as powerful to them as if they had received the recommendation from a trusted friend. In order to survive and thrive in today's marketplace, you really need to be driving traffic to your website through online marketing, through whether that's SEO or social media ads, because otherwise not to do so is really no different than building a baseball stadium and not telling anybody about your first game. If you don't have people showing up at the front door of your website, you don't have anything to show them, and you're not going to see an impact from your website at all. So, if you follow my tips that I gave you at the beginning, you'll certainly make an impact, but it won't be a very good one. So follow instead those last pieces of advice I gave you, and you'll have an awesome website that drives an impact for your business.